Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Justina and I paint. Today's look is this alien looking, glamored out, fabulous looking thing, girl. I don't know how to explain it properly. I was inspired by this look by the one and only Nicole Guerrero. I hope I pronounced that right. If not, I'm so sorry. But her look was this glamored out alien looking thing. It was so beautiful, girl. If you want to find out how to create this look, please, darling, keep on watching.
So first things first, you want to tie your hair, and then I suggest putting it in a braid at the bottom of your head closest to your neck. So I got this ball cap from Spirit, and I wouldn't exactly recommend it. I would probably recommend getting one off of Amazon, something a little bit thinner and easier to blend. This one had a hard time even staying down. You'll see throughout the video that I struggled keeping it on. So you can totally skip this part. I chose to glue down my eyebrows just because I wanted to paint over them and make them a little bit more flat, just because my eyebrows are a little bushy. I'm taking the shade Regular Teal from Tag, and I am painting the entire bald cap, well, at least what you guys can see, and I am painting the side of my ears down to my neck and then dragging it down to my forehead. So like I said, this ball cap would not stay on, so I had to find other tricks to make this thing stay. So I went in with some liquid latex to blend the ball cap line, and then I added some more Sprit Gum, and at this point I'm just like forcing it to stay by sticking my finger over it and just painting liquid latex, and surprisingly it worked. And I do apologize for my voice being a little raspy. I'm still recovering from an allergy attack. So because I didn't have like a clean sponge to dab on my head, I just used this styrofoam sponge I found around the house, and I'm just taking some white from my Snazaroo palette and just kind of patting that all over to create a little bit more texture to the scalp. All the products that I am using will be listed below in the description box. And this is where things get a little messy. I would suggest maybe putting like a towel below you or something, because you're going to just layer your whole bald cap and some of your face with Sprit Gum, and you're just going to dab on glitter all over the place. And you will see me take a break from the glitter for a second because it just was so exhausting, and this ball cap felt so tight on my head. I just needed a break. So I started adding the jewels to my face. Next, I went in with some foundation and concealer. The beauty in these projects is you don't have to use some high expensive foundation and concealers. I use some basic stuff just to get me an even canvas on my face. And half the time you cover 75% of your face anyway, so who cares what brand you're using for concealer foundation? At this point, I'm just getting crazy with the jewels. I'm adding some on my eyebrows, on my head, wherever you want to add these jewels, feel free. Just know everything I'm using as the base to hold them is Sprit Gum. I am going back in with that regular teal shade from Tag, and I'm going to trace out where I want the paint to start on my face. Now this is going to change. I know I traced out this little idea here, but I actually ended up dragging it further down my face, but just keep watching. And just so you guys know, the brushes that I use are not expensive brushes. I buy them as a pack on Amazon for like $9, so there's a secret of mine. I listed all the shades that I'm using on my eyes in the left-hand top corner. You guys will see me rush through this part because my head was killing me. There was like no blood flow going up to my head. This ball cap was so tight, it was cutting off my circulation. So at that point, I'm rushing through this. I'm taking that same shade Regular Teal from Tag, and I am covering my neck and my shoulders.
my camera died, but nothing was missed because all I did was put on a pair of lashes, which if you've been watching my channel, you know I most of the time do my lashes off camera because I struggle with them till this day.
I'm taking that same shade again, teal, onto my lips. So I feel like my face looked kind of flat, so I went in with the shade Hello from the James Charles palette, and I started creating like this little fade trip thing. I don't know how to explain it, but just keep watching. I did a couple of layers on this step just because the color wasn't showing too much. So feel free to kind of just keep going until you feel like there's a nice blend down to your cheeks. And I just started adding more glitter, but kind of towards the bottom of that little drip thing on my cheek. And I kind of faded the glitter up, but not to cover the whole cheek, but just fade it nicely up. I took some more Sprit Gum and glitter and just added it to my neck, kind of dragging down to my shoulders. I wish I had more glitter in the house, but I had to work with what I had, or else I would have went crazy with the glitter on my shoulders and my neck.
This is the final look. Where do I begin? This wig cap has like cut off all my blood flow, circulation, whatever you want to call it, to my head. Obviously you can see my hair on the side. This wig cap was not long enough, or maybe it's just my head is big and my hair is even bigger. This wig cap I got from Spirit, and obviously they're only around like 2 months out of an entire year, so I would suggest maybe buying one off Amazon, maybe not as thick. This one was a pretty thick one. You want to get something a little bit thinner. It's easier to work with, easier to paint, easier to blend. Really wish my hair fit in this wig cap because it would be even more popping, but it's good because she's like not a professional or anything yet, so like. Also, glitter. This, I had a very small tube of glitter, as you guys saw. I had to work with that. If you're gonna recreate this, get more of the smaller pieces of glitter and just go crazy with it everywhere. Like that would be beautiful. Like Nicole did in her video. She had smaller pieces of glitter and it just went everywhere. It looked so glamorous. I loved it. So I would suggest using that kind of glitter too. Maybe also with this kind of glitter, get bigger chunks, little chunks. So happy right now because this is like the first time I get to talk about it on my channel. I was featured in, this is like one of those moments where like, no one asked, but I'm gonna tell you guys anyway. I was featured on Cosmopolitan, a website, and I am so freaking grateful. It just inspired me to keep doing more. It inspired me to just keep going, and I'm so happy that I created that look that was featured on that website because it was actually probably one of my most favorite looks. And I am so grateful that it was that look that they appreciated and they posted on the website. So I'm so excited. If there is anything else that you guys would like me to make videos on, please leave a comment and we'll make it happen some way, somehow. And I appreciate every single one of you guys that are watching this up until this point, because Justina's just rambling at this point and she's just talking because she just feels like it's been a minute, because it has. I was not able to do Halloween, the 31 days of Halloween or whatever it's called, just because I was in the transition of moving, and this is actually my first video that I've filmed in my new home, and I'm so grateful. With all that being said, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, and if you wish to see more videos of me creating stuff like this and whatever else, hit the subscribe button. And since you're already like clicking on a whole bunch of stuff, you might as well click on the notification bell and it'll notify you every single time that I post a new video. Guys, thank you again for listening to me ramble and just talk about me and my life for a second. I know most of my videos I just do my voiceovers and just kind of go through it, but yeah, so thank you guys again, and I will see you guys in the next video.